This is Friday Sews for January 10th, 2025. Hi there, my name is Caroline, and welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. Thank you for joining me today. I am committed to making a Friday Sews video every Friday this year. If something else, I'm committed. If something happens, please forgive me. I'll have to forgive myself first for not doing it. You know, life happens, but I want to be more regular or consistent in making these videos. I first want to start out by saying thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting this hashtag. I'm saying thank you again because it's this hashtag that made me start Friday Sews. And it's great. It's great to watch other people's videos. You know, it's all this hashtag is all about a little bit of sewing, what we've done this week, a little bit of life, and our plans for this current week, upcoming week. I really enjoy it. I enjoy watching other people's videos. I actually get a lot of inspiration. I've made some beautiful friends here on YouTube. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, also it's my hashtag is Caroline's Handmaids on Instagram too. Do like, comment, and subscribe to my videos if you like what I put out. Friday Sews. For today's Friday Sews, I want to talk to you about what I did this past week. I finished making all those embroidery bags that I put out last week as gifts to people. I actually already gave one friend a gift. It's actually my son's best friend's mother who always kept calling, always kept sending me messages and checking up on me when I was sick. So I made her a bag, and she loved it. And she sent me a message that she got it, and it was also happened to be her favorite color. So I'm great. I'm glad I did it. So I made let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags in total. They're all in the hoop machine embroidery bags, and they're all fully lined inside. It's just done in see, they're all lined inside. They're beautiful. I love this. I made one for myself, but I haven't finished it. I have to turn it. This is actually how it looks when it's done. It's a in the hoop machine embroidery, right, that I said. So I still have to cut it and then turn it right side out once it's, I cut it and sew it. This one is actually for myself, and it's cute in the sense it's made out of this um it has my name, obviously, the center, and it's made out of this sewing machine fat quarter that I found at Hobby Lobby. So here are some of those bags. I'll just quickly, I think some of them follow me here, so I'm gonna, you know, they're all matchy, and there you go. So I love making these bags. It takes about an hour per bag from start to finish, because you have to change do certain things on the embroidery. So it takes, I think, about two hoopings to make this, 2 or 3 hoopings to make this bag. And with cutting out the fabric and all the batting and embroidering, it takes an hour a bag. Uh, but it's like you don't have to switch from sewing machine to embroidery. It's all done on the embroidery machine from start to finish. So let me start with a little bit about um, with sewing related for this week. I subscribed to the Seamwork all access. I think they have some levels of subscription. I did not. I did take away my cashmerette membership because I wasn't sewing so much of cashmere, and I have the patterns. And if I see something I really like, and really want, I will go back and subscribe for the month and get the pattern, the club. So I unsubscribe from the cashmere club, and I subscribe to Seamwork because they seem to be more. They had more. I just liked Seamwork. I said, let me try something because I was growing out of. I just did not was not sewing as much cashmere is what I say. I love cashmere patterns, and I have all their patterns. So like I said, if I see something I like, I will subscribe again, or I'll get that pattern. So I subscribed to Seamwork, the full access, and I thought that I would to start out with trying Seamwork. I actually printed out the first pattern that I liked, and it was the Seamwork Callan top. It's pretty simple. There were two options on this, and that is on the shoulder right there. There are two buttons, buttons on each side of the the top. And I cut this pattern out of this really just off white, or I think it's actually not off white. It's a little creamy, just a white basic top. It's a nice heavier knit that I found at Fabric Mart Fabrics, none other than Fabric Mart Fabrics, for a $1.99 a yard. And then I'm just going to step aside from the camera for a little bit, for a second. And then I found these cute buttons at Hobby Lobby. Aren't they so cute? So I got 4 each in these colors, and I thought that would really dress up the the top, right? It would make it look really dressy if I wanted to wear it to the office. I don't care that it's white, but it's thick and it's winter. So I plan to make I have a few plans for the weekend, but not sure if I'll get it all done. You'll know on Friday. And now in Maryland, it's really cold. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. We got quite a bit of snow, which I love snow, and we don't get enough of it here, but we got enough of it here now. And it's so bitter cold. Oh my gosh, it's like the morning temperatures are in the teens. Ooh, it's so cold. Anyway, uh, I wanted on my Make 9 video from last week. I had a winter coat on my Make 9. I had 3 options. I already have the Itch to Stitch Lagan coat cut out. I may do it this winter, or slow sew it, or I may do it at the end of this year, maybe November of this year. But here's my go-to pattern for coat. It's this. It's the Love Notions octave coat. I used to make, I want to say, a 1X or 2X, I think. And it's just too big right now for me. So I had to go ahead so I had to remake. I'm going to remake it. I cut out a large because that's what my body measurements fit into. Um, the finished garment measurements fit into a large. So I resized because I have one right now. I'll put a picture up here that I did last year. It was from a 2X, but I cut out a large. And I went to Joann's last weekend, and I saw at their Last Chance fabric. Oh, they had the same fabric that I purchased, but I made I made it in a pink colorway, but they had it in a blue colorway, and it was 70% off. So I paid $6, I think, or $5 a yard for this. So I'm going to make the Love Notions octave coat. I really need a coat real bad. I have one that my mother gave me many years ago, about 5 years ago. Was a very good down coat. I like it, but I want another one. So I'm going to make that. That's one of my plans for this weekend. And the octave coat comes together really easily. And it's fully lined. And I did cut the lining as well. And I'll show you. It's such a cute lining. All this fabric, so the fabric for the octave coat is from Joann's, right? And the lining, I'm going to put this right here in my chair because I want it to be organized. And the lining I cut out of this silky. I do not like lining out of anything thicker. I'll be too hot. So it would go really well. It's this lining that I got at Fabric Mart Fabrics for $1.99. So that's one of my another plan for this weekend. So it's the Love Notions Octave coat so far, and the Seamwork Callan. Sorry, I keep turning, but I want to put it in a very organized fashion down here. The next thing that I have on my plans for this week, these are all easy, fast makes, is the Love Notions piano forte jumper. And I cut out this middle version right here. It's all cut out and ready to go. I even got actually I got the long, I could have made a t-shirt myself, but I was in Target the other day and they had these long sleeve close fitted t-shirts on sale for like $5-6. So I picked up two. So I did the large out of this fabric from Fabric Mart Fabrics. That was also $1.99. So that's going to be for me. And I also did one for my daughter. Let me show you what I got for my little girl. Well, she's not little, but she'll always be my little girl. Trying to pull it out of here. Okay. And for her, she picked out this fabric at Fabric Mart. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to make that for my daughter. So all these crinkling sounds. So that's what's on my table. And last but not the least, my daughter is she's 22 years old, but she started her American Girl dolls collection when she was obviously very little. And we still collect them when we see something we like. I think we are on our 30th doll, between gifts from grandparents, her aunts, and mom and dad. She has collected almost 30 dolls. The last one was the Indian uh, American Girl doll that was released 2 years ago, Girl of the Year. Got her name. And today, actually, she's receiving another American Girl doll. That's a gift from me because the girl is from Columbia, Maryland, which is our hometown where my daughter is raised. So we got her as obviously we're going to get it. It's Columbia, Maryland. We live in Columbia, Maryland. So it's coming. So I also love American Girl dolls, and I want to make dresses for the dolls. Yeah. So I cut out I cut out all these patterns. And if I cut out all those patterns, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each packet has at least 5 dresses. So if I can this year, I want doll dresses don't take too long. I do want to make one dress for each doll. I did cut out this jumper right here. out of, and I put it in this project bag. Let me show you. Out of this polka dots thing, fabric. It's a quilting cotton. And you know what I like about doll dresses? They're so quick to put together. And most of the doll dresses are made out of cotton, which is so easy to handle. Okay, this is an insert of my daughter showing you her newest American Girl doll. Tell me about the doll, honey.
Okay, well, I'm sure you already said it's from Howard County, Maryland, which I'm really surprised that they did because they never do anything that specific to my knowledge. So yeah, that was very cool.
And Divya is grown, raised in Howard County, Columbia, Maryland. So it's all about her. She's Summer, and she loves the same things that you do.
Yeah, she loves baking and animals. She has a cat and a dog, which I always wanted a dog, but we have too many cats. So,
yeah. Yes, and she is on her almost 30th doll, American Girl doll. And here's Snips. Um, Snips. Anyway, thought we'd show you the new American Girl doll collection.
And her outfits are very bright and colorful, which I like because I also dress very bright and colorful.
Yes, exactly. You dress bright and colorful. Yeah. Yes. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. So that is on my plans for this week. I'm looking around to see if I missed anything. Okay, so my daughter and my son, they're avid readers. They both read close to 100 books or more a year. We have books all around us. I mean, we have shelves all over with just books, books, books. And I am not a reader. I used to be in my younger days. I used to be not that many books. I would read a few novels. I'm more of a mystery person, easy reading mystery person. But I started to, I said, well, I want to get into it, back to reading. And I said, if I could just read one book, the one book that I committed last year is not a book. It's the Bible. And I literally started studying the Bible. I got this Bible called the Spiral Bible. It's in the King James Version Bible, where you actually read and you can highlight and you write notes. So I'm making good progress on the Bible. We're just studying, not just reading it, but studying and writing notes. But I added another. So the things that interest me. So I said, let me read books on the topics that interest me, not just a novel or mystery or something. So one of my friends who is a pastor, I saw him post this on Instagram a couple of days ago. We Who Wrestle with God by Jordan B. Peterson. I am no way affiliated with any part of this book. I just thought to share that I'm going to start reading this book. It seems so interesting. And I wanted to read it because the subject, the title itself, it gives me so much, caught my eye, and I read a little bit. And I said, wow, I've been through so much that just we who wrestle with God, it's a very interesting topic because every time I've been sick in the hospital, stuck, I always ask, like, God, why am I here? Please just get me out of this. Help me. I want to live. And so that's on my reading list for at least the first 6 months, and see how long it's going to take me. I hope to finish this book. I really do. Um, but anyway, those are my plans for this coming week. And I did the embroidery bags. And as I depart today from you, I wish you all a beautiful weekend. Stay warm wherever you are, and please pray for the people in California with this fire. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. It's so sad. It's so devastating. I've been praying about it, and please join me in prayer for those people who are in harm's way, the firefighters, the people. Oh my gosh, I can't even begin. And also, before I go, I wanted to read to you from my um, today's verse from the calendar here. It says January 10th, and it's entitled True. Now, this is eternal life, that they may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. John 17:3. It's in the New International Version. Well, thank you for joining me. God bless you all, and I will see you on next Friday. So take care. Bye bye.